Doesn't matter. Hello, romance. Ashley Collins, aka The Aunt of Dragons. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Breakup Diaries. I just spent like the past 5 minutes trying to find like the perfect lighting, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, actually, once someone told me, you should post your videos on OnlyFans, and I'm like, that's not what I'm trying to do though. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and like, isn't the intent of OnlyFans to get off? You know, like not like, well, hopefully people are getting off and also getting off, pun intended. Okay, story time. So I think it was last week at work. I served a group of couples, and I what I normally do is I say happy whatever day of the week it is, and for some reason that gets people's attention, and I ask what can I get you to drink. I got Coke products, lemonade, and tea. I always give people three options because people can't think more than three. You know what I've realized? A lot of us are idiots. I've realized that the past 3 years, a lot of us are stupid, but that's not a bad thing. Ish, kind of. Like if you're in charge, it's a problem. But other than that, some of us need steps to help guide us, you know? So that's why I give people those group of threes. I have Coke products, which you should know what we have. You know, Coke is everywhere internationally. Lemonade, you know how lemonade tastes, and tea, which means I have sweet tea and unsweet tea, right? And the men would refuse to look at me. They didn't acknowledge me at all. There's just one lady, and she was like ordering for them, and I'm like, okay. And I would like make eye contact with the guys. I'm like, what do you want to drink? And he'd look at the girl, and she'd be like, he wants I think he got like an alcoholic beverage, whatever. And then when it came to ordering their food, I said, okay, what would you like to eat, sir? And he looked at her, and she said he wants I don't remember, I think he got a salad, whatever. And I'm like, and I've seen like memes and tweets, etc., of like guys being like, oh, I love it when my girl orders for me, or I love it when my girl like corrects my order for me. And it's like, do you know, the majority of the time, if someone needs help with their order, it's either a child. Oh fuck, the cat scared me. I'm cat sitting, by the way. I was like, what's that in the background? I'm sorry. There's also a warning sign for a gator in the lake. Sorry. People who need assistance ordering a child. But even then there's like a scale for me on patience for how young the child is. Hi, pretty. Hello. Oh, now you want lovin'. Now you want lovin' because I fed you. Okay. Um there's an age limit for me for if your child can order for themselves or not. Like if they're like, but even then, like as a 5-year old, you know pictures, you know, like I want this, but tell it to me, you know. I need you to get used to talking to people, you know, because I'm not always gonna be there for you to order for you. So tell it to the other person who's asking for your order, you know. But anyway, a child, someone who's physically handicapped or mentally handicapped, I'm always super patient with them. Or an older person who you can tell, like, you know, they're not, you know, time hasn't been very kind to them right now, so I'm super patient with them as well. But if you are a grown-ass person and there's nothing wrong with you, you have no excuse not to order for yourself, you know, because you're not a child. And I feel like a lot of times we don't want to date a real man. We just want another child. We want someone who we can take control of, and we can bully, you know, which sounds so convenient though, right? I would love to date a person who can't think for themselves. I have to think for them. Don't doesn't that just sounds exhausting though, that I have to think for you? Um 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 Yeah, I get that a lot. I get that a lot where like with couples, particularly black couples. I'm sure that you already guessed already that this was a black couple. I find that a lot with particularly black couples. They don't like when I talk to their partners. And it's like I dated my ex. Um he was a massive flirt. He was a huge flirt. And he would always say stuff like, oh, that's just my personality. Don't be insecure. He would always say that. Don't be insecure. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. I'm being insecure. I don't want you to change who you are. I remember once, at my job actually, he would flirt with one of my coworkers so much, so fucking hard, and she was a huge flirt as well. And like, also, ladies, if you do that, we don't like you, right? You know that we don't like you if you flirt with our men. And it's not like, and you guys always play up this shit. You guys always say stuff like, oh, like, I'm always part of the boys. And I don't know why other girls like me. I just bond with other men so easily. No, like, you're like, this is going to sound really bad, but men are very simple-minded, like, you're giving them attention, so they're going to keep feeding onto that attention. And we don't like you because you're flirting with our fucking partners. It was not my fault that he's flirting back with me. Then fucking walk away. Fucking walk away. Like, you don't have to. And it's like, at some point, you know what you're fucking doing. But maybe it's a jealousy or a trust issue. Maybe your partner, your man, has a history of, she just wants to be on camera. Bro, move. Okay. Maybe your man has a history of cheating, right? Why are you still with him? No one's forcing you to stay with him if he has a history of cheating on you. Maybe you don't trust your man. What has he done to make you not trust him? Men are naturally flirtatious. I get older couples. I love dating serving couples. Yes. I love serving older couples. They don't tip the greatest, but they do tip. You're guaranteed to get a tip, but I love there's very minimal drama with them. They don't complain. They're just like, we're just here to enjoy our day out. And like, you can always crack jokes. The guys always crack the lame dad jokes. And sometimes the older guy will hit on you and you don't see the woman being fussy. She's like, yeah, I've dealt with it for the past 50 years, honey. Yeah. There's always that weird line, like whenever I go out on dates and the guy's like making the waitress laugh, I'm like, okay, don't make her laugh too hard, like you're here with me, like, make sure that you remember that, make sure that you recall that. And then they always play the excuse that, like, I'm just being friendly. Yes, you're being friendly. Be friendly. I like that you're being friendly, but there's like a limit, and you should have understood that by now. You're an adult, so use your fucking words. You're an adult, so use your fucking common sense. But like I said, a lot of us are idiots, but it's okay, because we should be learning how to get out of our idiocy. He's not your pet. You know that, right? Your boyfriend, your husband, he's not your pet. He doesn't know what he likes. I get that a lot. He doesn't know what he likes. I feel like a lot of times, like, some boyfriends are held hostage in these relationships. Do you ever feel like that sometimes? Like, like, he doesn't know what he likes, so I'm going to order for him. That would worry and bother me so freaking much. I've gone on dates like that before, where the guy's like, what's good? And maybe this is a problem that I have. Whenever I go out to eat, I look at the menu beforehand, because, like, it's 2022 and we have the internet, and I'm not going to go to some random place and figure out what I like when I get there. Like, for some reason, like, that's common sense to fucking me, So if I recommend a place and he's like, sure, I'll give it a try, Google it really quick or look at the menu while you're there, like, I don't know. Like I said, I always have an issue, particularly especially with Black women whenever I'm serving them. Nothing I ever do is good enough for them. Nothing I ever do. They always complain about me. Oh my God. The other day, I brought this lady her food, and she to her waitress, she said, "Can you bring this back and have them remake me another one because I don't trust her." She's talking about me. She didn't trust me. I wasn't even her server. I know. I know you're trying to get out. Give me 2 more minutes, bro. I know my noise is making you irritated. Hold on. Why do you have to like me in order for me to serve you? Do you have to? I think that's a lack of respect and professionalism. And there's just like that kind of there's just like a kind of unspoken respect that we should have for each other. You know? I'm not trying to sleep with your ugly ass man. I just see that he's hungry. I just see that he's thirsty, and I'm just trying to do my fucking job. This is gonna sound a little bad, but do you ever feel like maybe I'm the only one who feels this way, because I'm insecure. According to all my exes, I'm insecure. God, so many of them fucking said that. Fuck you. Do you ever feel like you have to play up your politeness and your kindness to make up for the rudeness of your culture? Like, I find that whenever I go out to eat, or whenever I get in an Uber, or whenever I'm at the Walmart or CVS, etc., I have to be extra nice because I just saw the interaction that you had with the black customer, and I'm like, we're not all like this. I apologize. I'll tip you extra. Please don't like have a bad thought about black people in your mind because of this interaction. And I'm sorry. And do you ever feel like that? Because I feel like I do that all the time. I feel like I was talking to someone internationally a couple weeks ago, and they said to me, you don't act black, which is normal. I get that all the time. Yay, whatever. But it really startled me because, like, the world's perception of black people is like hood, rappers, strippers, ratchet, etc., and it's like, I feel like I have to be the role model of, like, no, there's like, not trying to compare myself to Olivia Pope, but like there's a couple of us who are like Olivia Pope-ish. There's a couple of us who are Oprah-ish, you know. And we're not all rude. We're not all gonna tell you off. We're not all gonna like return our food because I don't like the way that it looks. So I feel like I always have to like make up for it. Maybe, I don't know. Does anyone else think that? The modern woman. I know we're all sick of this topic. We're all so sick of this topic. But give me a hot second, but then I'll let you go, and then I'll let the cat out. Which I tried to let her outside today, but she didn't want to go outside. But now she wants to go outside. But anyway, the modern woman. Do you remember the show Living Single? How it was like, yeah. Do you ever feel like there's such a strong push to be an independent woman and that you don't need a man, you could do everything on your own? I feel like I get pushed a lot. Just love yourself. Cool, check mark. Be happy being alone. Go out to eat by yourself. Do that all the time. Literally every day. And then it's like it's frowned upon when you find someone who you find interesting. It's like, oh, well, he doesn't deserve you. Go back to being single. Go back to living single. I know that drugs was dropped into black communities in order to separate the family, right? Now that we're aware of that, we can fix that when we are fixing it, right? But I feel like there's like those voices who are a little bit louder that are being like, no, we don't need a family anymore. You can raise a child on your own. Isn't that what you guys were trying to avoid like 30, 50 years ago? Trying to get the black man back inside the household? Well, he's not good enough. He doesn't make enough for me. It's like, I know. It's like there's no compromise. We're chasing a lot of what celebrities are telling us to do. But these celebrities are fine in their super huge houses and with their partner or multiple partners, you know. They're just reading a script. Like Kim Kardashian just said, I know, pretty, I know. Kim Kardashian just said, if you want to be successful, just get your ass up and work. Do you think she said that herself? No, someone wrote that down and they told her to say it. Modern women need to be canceled. Someone sent me that video from, what's his name, Samuel whatever. We push ourselves to end our relationships rather than actually making them work. And that's not how you build a community. That's not saying that you value community at all. Reliable men aren't boring. They're just not toxic. You keep searching for the bad boy and you're wondering why he keeps breaking your heart. And then you wonder why you had to order for him like he's a fucking toddler at a fucking restaurant. It's pathetic. I want to submit to a man. I do. I don't want to outwit a fucking man. No. I don't want to fucking I don't want to have to arm wrestle a guy and I fucking beat him unless he lets me win, you know. And then if that's the case, like, oh my god, I like even more, you know. Like, I feel like every black people show, every show has a single black woman who's so fucking strong, which yeah, cool. It's cool for your views, but in real life, it's really hurting some of us. Everything has to do with respect. You were taught to. Oh yeah, there's no fucking respect. No one has any fucking respect. No one says fucking please. No one says fucking thank you. No one says yes ma'am, no man. No one. Oh, I don't know why it's such a huge deal for me if people open doors. I don't know why it's such a huge deal for me. I need to really sit back and like delve deep into my soul why it pisses me off why people don't why people don't fucking hold open. I can't even fucking say it. Why don't people I can't even fucking say it. Why people don't open the fucking door for you. It's just simple respect. Like how I'm not respecting the cat who wants to go out. Okay. Like I was saying, there's no they who's keeping us single. It's each other. It's these fucking woke people, which you know that you're annoying, right? You know why you don't have many friends? Because you're annoying. And no one will tell you that. Which I'm sorry that you don't have someone close enough to tell you that your whole wokeness is pissing them off and that's why they don't want to talk to you as often. Yeah, hey, how are you doing? Cool, but like deep conversations, I don't want to go out to eat with you because I don't want to have you to tell me how the patriarchy is doing this and like and that, and it's like, no, it's you. And then we use people like Maya Angelou as an example to stay a whore. Maya Angelou had to prostitute because she needed money, and she wanted to prove that you don't need to do that anymore. God, it's just common sense. Okay, last thing, and then I'm gonna let the cat out. I know I'm animal torturing, whatever. I guess I let the cat stay in the room for 15 minutes and an animal torturer. But okay. I don't know if you know who Crystalia is. He's a comedian, but he just said something recently, and I know that we're not supposed to like take comedians seriously, but like it really hit home for me. The golden rule is stupid. He said, "Do unto others how you want to be done." That's how you build resentment. You know, do unto me as you know my history and how you think I would want to be treated. That's how we should be treating each other. Not only when we go out to eat, but when we interact with anything customer service. When someone's fixing your car, when someone's painting your house. You know the history of how you've treated people. Don't you want to do a little bit better? That's it. All right, I'm going to go let the cat out, and then I'm going to go to work and be treated like shit by some more black women. But then we're going to say shit like... Then we say shit like, oh, my attitude has nothing to do with you. People just don't understand me. No, you're just a bitch. Do unto others how you would think they would treat you based off knowing your history. That's it. That's it. Ciao. Bye.